So now I'm gonna talk about a little bit about my experience doing like some random cash jobs here and there. So because it's starting to become like a common theme a little bit and it's starting to annoy me, where people are calling someone for a day job and then don't pay, or they pay like very late or something. So like from my own experience, and it's no idea why it's happening so much now, but there's something not right, obviously. Like if you call someone for a day job, you should pay them on the same day, or you should pay them. But that's just something I see quite common now, where like people like call someone out and then either they don't pay or they pay very late, and I can like keep like remembering or have people remember that they're supposed to pay someone here, which is not right. But like to give a few examples from my own experience. One was, for example, someone wanted a little bit of help, like uh, with their road. So that was like for a church, where they wanted some gravel like put down, and so I go there. That was off Craigslist. I go there. Like I emailed him before, and he said like, yeah, let's tomorrow. It's here and there. It's at this address. It's gonna be at 2:00, and I arrive at 2:00, and no one's there. So I drove for about an hour to get there. Waste gas on it. Pay my own gas to get there, and then like there's no one there. Like I go into the church and there's some random people, but they don't really know like the person. Told me like the person is there. One person kind of knew like who it might be, but he said like he's not around. So like I text him, and he says, "Oh yeah, well, that's not gonna happen anymore. That was meant for the next day." And yeah, so I drove all the way out for nothing. He did not pay my gas was to get there. So I could drive back for another hour after driving already for an hour there. So 2 hours wasted plus gas wasted. So that was one thing. Then another person I would help with like some packaging and pallets, moving pallets and stuff like that. Where at the first time I did that person would pay like on the same day, which was nice. So there's some appreciation on my end too. Like if someone is like also like paying on the same day after you've been working on the same day. So like I appreciated that a lot. And then the next time it was like, well, not happening. So like it was like 3 days later after I remembered the person. And then with the third time I did it, it was nearly a week before like they paid. So and then I was like, no, you know what? I'm not running after something that someone should rightfully give someone after they worked on that day. It's a day job. It's a cash day job. That like I'm not doing any more jobs for anyone. Like running after something that someone should give me on the same day. So then that happened. Where like, and I also didn't hear anything afterwards anymore. But like, then the other thing was I worked with a guy who said like, oh yeah, something where he needs some help, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'll see how I can help. And I would get there, do the work, and then he says like, yeah, if I could pay you on the weekend, that would be ideal. That's when I get paid. So like, not being ass about it, I say like, yeah, sure, okay, fine. Pay me when you get paid, and that's fine. Did he pay on that weekend? No, he did not. So, and then like afterwards he kind of like kept moving it further and further apart, and he just didn't do it at all. So like another example of like someone like hiring you for work and then not paying you. Like what? This is not, it's not right. It's not right to do that. Like my time is valuable too. I could do better things with my time. I shouldn't be like running after something that should be given to me like on the first day. But I've seen that happening. And then like if you don't have the money, then don't hire someone. And I know it has nothing to do with my performance either. Like maybe some people think like, oh, it might be my performance, but it has nothing to do with my performance. If my performance would have been an issue, I wouldn't have been like hired for the third time or something. My performance was good enough. And I was specifically selected also out of like a lot of other people that could have done it. It's just people being not honest. For once, they could just say, if you cannot afford it, don't hire someone for it. I don't think it's right to hire someone if you cannot pay that person. So yeah, but it's happening quite often. That's why I make a video now about it, because I've seen it now like for the third or fourth time. And yeah, that's just been my experience. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.